What's up, Crooks Moto crew? So, drum roll please. Today on the channel, we are doing something super special. We have a Advanblack Lowrider ST Fairing for the 2016 Dyna Street Bob behind me. We're recently contacted by Advanblack to do a special install and review video for the Lowrider ST Fairing. They generously sent us a fairing, paint matched it. We're gonna do a full install video and review video for you guys. Man, I'm so excited. As you guys know, the Lowrider ST Fairing is hugely popular, and I am so stoked that I can put a Lowrider ST Fairing on my Dyna.
So in this video, you're gonna hang out with us while we are putting the fairing on, and we're gonna do an unboxing, and then we're gonna go rip around and get some shots of it on the road. In true Crooks Moto fashion, it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be fun, guys. Let's get it started, dude.
All right, dude.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, unboxing, let's go.
We saved the unboxing for the video. We had this a couple days ago. We got this stoked to see what this looks like. Without further ado, fairing or brackets first?
Fairing for sure.
Okay, let's go. That was my answer too. Alrighty. The Lowrider ST Fairing is a very popular fairing, and that's because it does really good. It's actually a really good fairing. Right. Woo! Check out that. Ooh. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that packaging is top notch.
It's all freaking nicely tucked in here. All right, so here's our windshield. Pull out the fairing. Oh, we got another little guy. It's like some additional Advanblack goodies. This is for all your turn signals and the main headlight. Got some other stuff. We're gonna individually open all these guys up once we get everything unloaded. This thing is nicely tucked in there. You guys ready?
Yeah, opened it up, bud.
Woo! What? Look at this thing, dude.
Ooh, the white. The white with it's got the black Advanblack logo against the white, but then with all the little, the vents and everything are black on it, so it's just black on white. That looks super clean.
So good, dude.
Get a picture of that inside.
And so one thing that Advanblack does differently is they will paint match the full inner fairing, which you can't get from Harley. It's just whatever, the stock black that they use.
Oh, this is gonna be, this white paint plus all your chrome like bars and risers is gonna be blinding.
It's gonna be blinding.
It's gonna be so bright.
So bright, dude.
What's the color?
It's called Crushed Ice Pearl.
Crushed Ice Pearl.
Yeah, Crushed Ice Pearl. And they recently added that as a color. Those dudes are always adding new colors. So if your color's not there, hit them up, because I hit them up and then a couple weeks later the color was added. So, just like everything, maybe they don't have it initially, but more than likely they can do it. This thing just feels awesome. Looks incredible. It smells good. Take a look at some of these other things we got with it. These are, I think, the paint matched air deflectors. Ooh, even paint matched.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude. But we obviously got some wire extensions. It looks like these all have the plugs on them. So rad, because so many times when you do certain bikes, companies they just send you wires. They don't necessarily send you actual plugs. Sounds like some hardware. So we got some screws, got some little adhesive, like little sticky guys. Those look like possible things for maybe the wiring. Maybe you put some zip ties around those, stick them to the fairing potentially.
Cable routing kind of stuff.
Yeah, some additional hardware here. Rockford Fosgate inner fairing audio bolts. So you already get bolts for a Rockford Fosgate system if you already have one or if you bought one for it. That's rad. We don't have one of those. We're just running this thing yet. Be sure to look out for that video. So it does come with a You know, windscreen, that's awesome.
Do you get the option of clear or smoke?
I think you might. I think they do have some options, but comes with a windshield ready to rock. I think this is a 10-inch, but maybe it's 10-inch from here to here, or either way. Smoked windshield, this is great. One more box from that initial packaging. Let's see what we got here. All right, looks like this is the headlight bezel. Dude, I love how everything is just like in good protected packaging. So awesome. But yeah, this is the inner headlight mounting bracket, I'm pretty sure, so. All right, we got the lower fairing mount bracket. It's where you could also mount, I'm pretty sure you can mount the your turn signals onto this. So you have the style that the ST came with. Got a boatload of hardware. Main mounting bracket system.
Nice, got a little logo action on it.
And it's got a left and right for the dummies, which we're usually those guys. So can't really mess this up. Bracket feels freaking nice, dude. Feels nice and solid. It's got some heft to it. And I like how it's got a nice black finish on it, kind of like a matte color. Yeah, I think that's everything. Let's freaking go, all right.
Yeah, it comes with a sticker too.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna get some tools set up. We'll figure that out for you first, and then we'll show you what tools you're gonna need. I'm sure it says in the instructions, but we'll get it all set up. That way,
yeah, we gotta also
ready to rip.
Gotta take off this fairing. Luckily, it's a quick release, so gotta disassemble the fairing real quick, get this bike ready to put this bracket on.
Quick pop, fairings off.
All right, let's get these brackets off. I'm probably gonna just disassemble the headlight too, because I'm not sure exactly how that all is going to pop in. All right, guys, so first thing that we need to do, we're going to take off the beauty ring of the headlight here. We're gonna have to do some de-pinning. Dude, this screws so off. All right, rings off. Cool, so we got that detached. So ours headlight is kind of interesting in that this is obviously like an aftermarket headlight insert that just comes with a plug. Ow! Ow, dude, that hurt. All right, so now we need to figure out how this is all gonna go. So this bike's been through some iterations. We've had a range of different parts on this thing. And from the beginning, this bike had some shoddy wiring, which we've had to deal with before. So maybe we need to get the headlight wiring out. All right, so we're pulling out wires because we want to see exactly how wiring is all set up for this headlight and our extensions and all this jazz.
So much stuff in there.
Dude,
wow.
So much. So that is our headlight connection, which is not the same style as the extension that we have, but we're just gonna have to see if we can make it work. I think we can make it potentially work, even if this plug is just barely, like the plug itself is resting in there. I think we have enough wire to still extend the headlight out. If we don't, we don't, but I think we might. But the first thing we do gotta do is get our connection point for the headlight out of this bezel, and so we can take apart that. So de-pin these guys real quick from this connector and pull these wires through. These stupid things. Well, I've de-pinned one of these before, and it doesn't seem like it's releasing anything.
Try the bottom one.
All right, so we de-pinned the other side. This connector was a lot easier than trying to mess with this one. So we are just gonna pop that guy back in, and we just took off the Harley style D-pin. Gotta shove this frickin' little sealer thing through this because we're gonna need this wire. So we're gonna hassle around with that. There we go. All right.
Hooray!
Woo! Hopefully this is the hardest thing of the install. So we'll take the headlight off now, whole housing off here. Take off our tank mounts. Tank mounting, we got 1/2 inch on both sides. You may have something different. That's what we got. So we're taking this top, tank mount bolt off. All right, so we got to take off this bracket because our frame is going to go right down here and our gas tank mount will go up here. Pop this guy off. So we grabbed a 10 mil, popping this bracket off. Sweet. This guy.
Out of the way.
All right, so we're gonna work to not hit any wires here.
There you go. You're just gonna slide your guy back through there. Your hair is beautiful for filming. It's just all hair. Long hair problems.
Long hair problems they get in the install videos, guys.
You should see this guy eat hair, dip hair into oil.
Or dip hair into pizza sauce. All right, let's go, let's go.
All right, cool. So it's runs on the outside of the gas tank on this one.
Yes, and so make sure the wires are on the outside of the bracket, and then come over here real quick. Gotta show you this cool thing. On this side, there's a hole to still access your fork lock. We'll make sure that part is lined up too. All right, make sure you put these back in before. All right, so they did provide a bolt. So check your hardware. On the Softail stuff, I think you can use the OEM stuff. On the Dyna, you need this other longer bolt. Now we're gonna put the right bolt in. That looks like something we can bolt to. Let's get this bolted up. Be sure to say what's up in the comments, guys. If you guys are liking the video, or if you like this kind of content, please let us know. We'd love to do more of it for you. If product install videos are what you guys would like to see.
Yeah, the more products we get, the more we can install.
Cool, snugged it down. I think now we're gonna figure out the lower bracket that we took off and getting this guy back on, figuring out how that goes.
There's a front mounting hole where people mount crash guards and stuff, and that is where that bracket will go to.
We gotta take off our bell. Our bracket's going to put little threads right in this little hole here, so we need to expose that. I'm gonna snug these down a little bit. I've already lined up the threaded hole that goes through that little frame hole. Probably wanna throw some Loctite on these. Yeah, we're gonna Loctite these because this seems like something important. So we got some Loctite. I'm gonna take this guy, but you know, proof of concept, just wanna make sure it's supposed to be like this. Just justifying putting the bolt in with no Loctite.
Yeah, proof of concept. It works.
Dab a Loctite on there. Loctite gel, dude. It's probably way too much, but you know, hey, we wanna make sure it's gonna stay on there. Potentially forever.
Kind of weird that they got the old screwdriver Phillips head.
Yeah.
Instead of like also with a
Like an Allen.
anything.
Or just anything other than.
I guess the only thing worse would be that it was a flathead inside of there.
Oh gosh, could you imagine? How many manufacturers have you guys ran into that literally send you flathead bolts on modern day stuff, but stuff that's still supposed to be really snug and tight? It's insane how much we personally ran into that building choppers and building stuff, how common that is.
Maybe because they think it looks cool, like old school or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but
It doesn't look cool when it's stripped out.
all right, so we got lower support bracket. Pretty sweet, nice and gloss black with an Advanblack logo.
Yeah, it looks about right.
All right, so we're gonna throw this bolt in here. We test fitted it in the threads. It's the right thread size, and throw a dab of Loctite on this guy. Looks like this is also a 10 mil. Be sure to add a 10 mil to your toolkit, guys. for the road. That's important. Should have a 10 mil, especially fairing. Fairing bolts can get loose and stuff like that. Yep, leave it a little loose.
Brackets in, main bracket and fairing bottom support bracket.
Yep, I'm gonna tighten these guys up a little more. All right, so I think now we're ready for the inner fairing. So, gonna take the front fairing off because I think it's already attached right now. So we'll get the inner fairing and get this puppy lined up. Let's go. All right, so we got all the bolts off the inner fairing. All right, so you got to take out the headlight or the windshield mounts as well. That was kind of the last. So we're popping those guys off. There it goes. Nice and simple.
Grab this guy. Let's put these bolts down.
All right, nice and simple, man. That was really easy. Here's your internals, guys. Little internal bracketing and
Logoed even on the inside.
Yeah, look at that, even right there.
Oh yeah, in the plastic it says Advanblack. And right here.
Wow.
Right here.
Wow, it's all over, dude.
It's got like little slits that it goes in. It'll line the slits up, which is nice because then it just sits there and allows you to like let it be sitting there while you go grab your bolts.
But for the most part, it lines it up, which is nice because now you can see down here that those holes are lined up. Cool, so I'd say let's get the bottom bolts lined up first, get those installed, and then probably need to work in the headlight probably after that.
Yep.
And go from there. All right, guys, so we got our 4 bolts here. They're all 4 the same size. We got a washer on them, and we're going to attach the 4 bolts up here, put a dab of Loctite on these. These are also 10 mil. Just gonna kind of snug them up, all 4 of them, then we'll go back and kind of crank them down. Those are all snug. So now that we got the inner fairing snugged down, we can go snug down our side guys here. Dab of Loctite on these 2 guys. Be sure to check out crooksmoto.com if you made it this far in the video. Also, be sure to check out Advanblack. Can't thank them enough for helping us do this video and allowing us the opportunity to bring you guys some really rad new product install videos and first time stuff to the channel. So it's super cool. So now we're gonna pop these guys in. All right, that one's in. Snug it down, 10 mil as well. Now we're gonna go and snug this very bottom lower support bracket now that that is all attached. All right, and it's on. Dude, halfway. Let's go, guys. Dude, yeah, feels nice and secure. All right, guys, so now we're going to set up the headlight in the bracket. So we're gonna take the existing ring off real quick with some Torx bits. So now we're gonna see if we can throw our headlight.
So it depends on whether you want the 2 down.
2 down or the 2 up?
The 2 up is how it goes.
I think that looks cooler anyways. So yeah, so that's cool because I was really worried about the headlight situation. I'll throw some Loctite on these screws. All right, so one thing we noticed with our existing headlight is there's a little tab on the headlight itself, and you got a bunch of different little slits on the inner headlight bracket, and that's to accommodate, you can see these little slits all right here. So it lines up your headlight straight up. So be sure to look for that. We were screwing it in and it didn't look like it wanted to line up in that slit, and then we just had to flip the bracket. Cool, good to go. All right, so now we are going to put the headlight assembly. We're gonna put it in the fairing just so we have a little bit easier access. All right, so we got some screws to go in here and connect up in the front here. So we're gonna make sure we have the top of the headlight the way we want it. for your adjustability. So the inner ones, you can adjust that light up and down. So that's really awesome. So now we just put kind of the headlight just in there right now, so we can put the fairing up and just kind of mock roughly where the headlight looks like it'll be pointing. We're obviously jacked up a little bit in the front. We are definitely a little high. Gonna be a little bit too low. Yeah, so duly noted, you gotta kind of mock up the headlight location beforehand before you dial this thing down, because yeah, there's gonna be no way to adjust that. All right, so I'm gonna take it off. I'm just gonna crank those down in that spot. Ready to put this thing on?
Yeah, let's go. I'll grab the bolts.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Just need to make sure that get these body ones installed. All right, windshield. All right, so I took the little caps off and gonna shove these guys up in there. All right, guys, so we got the windshield things on here. Duly note, they could be a hassle. You might eat into them. A little bit of trouble getting them in, but they're in now. So just wipe this down. Definitely wipe the underside where the mounting is, because once you get this on, you can't clean this lower part. Got the windshield on. We haven't tightened them all the way down. I will note, it was a little difficult, a little frustrating at first, but I would suggest you get these two bottom ones in, because we had to get one in and then kind of push the windshield over a little bit to get the other one to line up right without cross-threading. So be careful, take your time, but start with these two and work your way up. And we also tightened all these other guys to make sure everything was kind of cinched up. And so now we'll grab the right tool and we'll get these the rest of the way snug. All right, plugging the headlight in. Last piece is our headlight bezel.
It's not like...
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more on. So
I think it's good.
I think we'll call it. Dude, it's on. If you guys have made it this far in the video, be sure to drop a like, say what's up in the comments, and subscribe for sure. Help us out, help us grow the channel. What do you say? Freaking pull this thing off and go get her in the sun. Let's go get a little rip in, dude. Get some shots. Let's go see how this thing does. All right, guys, wheeling this thing out. What's up, guys? So we just got done with the Advanblack Lowrider ST Fairing install. Just took it on a quick rip. The install went really good. It was fairly easy to install completely. You know, had a couple little things that took us a little extra time. But overall, dude, this thing went up like a dream. It feels really solid on here. Definitely with a shaky Dyna. There's a little bit of shake, but really the whole dang bike shakes. So it is what it is. But man, the manufacturing on this thing is pretty dang solid, dude. And it felt really good. Created a nice little bubble. I mean, I didn't feel really hardly any wind other than like a little bit on the outsides, and then probably a little bit towards the forehead. I would maybe personally like a little taller windscreen, but that's just me personally. But dude, yeah, it feels super cool. It's very weird to get used to having like this gap and a big fairing in the front of this bike. I'm just not used to it, so it feels a little weird, but man, it looks awesome. And as you guys can see in the ride shots, it just looks incredible. Very sleek. It looks like it goes on this bike. I feel like it completes the bike much more, gives it an overall better appearance, and just the wind management system now is going to be exponentially better. I feel like now I can hop on this thing and go actually take a good long trip. Yeah, I mean, maybe even throw those Rockford Fosgate speakers eventually and be booming around town with some tunes. Yeah, so I didn't relocate the turn signals. I have turn signals in my mirrors and here. Didn't need to relocate them. I have tall enough bars that when I turn the bars, it doesn't like hit. If you had like stock height, you'd maybe hit the fairing. Obviously I can put them down here and I might do that eventually. But for now I'm keeping them up here and that's fine. I like it. It's cool. Our headlight ended up working with just our existing cable. We didn't need to extend it. Dogs. Super excited to get on the freeway with this thing and really feel what it feels like over long periods of time. You know, coming from like a road warrior style fairing, not a lot of side wind deflection. You really only just get the front of your body, so your arms and everything else is in the wind. And this, I feel just so much more coverage. You know, this works for an 06 to 2017 Dyna. And dude, the install was painless. Everything was very easy. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the comparison to the paint, they did a really good job of matching it. It has about the same amount of flake in there. Looks really good. Obviously, these are really old tins that have seen a lot of sun, seen a lot of wear and tear. So a little bit of variance, especially with something like a white. But yeah, man, I mean, this thing now just looks like such a cooler bike, and I'm actually stoked to go ride this bike a lot more. Oh, thanks again for watching the Advanblack Lowrider ST install video. We want to personally thank Advanblack for sending us this fairing and allowing us to do this rad video and put such a rad fairing on our bike. If you guys have any questions about the installation process, be sure to hit us up in the comments. And yeah, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Plenty of other cool moto vlog videos and other content for you guys to check out. Thanks for watching.
Good times.
Good times, dude. We're ready to rip. Go watch another video. Get ready to ride.